when I was seeking a job, taking my CV, I was not getting any call from anyone. They are further experiencing more exaggerated version of it. Point of life where you get distracted, and due to those distractions, you get to know about yourself, about your strength, about your mental strength. Heavy chances that you would get where you want to be. In this video, we are going to talk about how and why we get distracted when we move towards our goals. And to be precise, it's a test. All the distractions that we face in our life, it's a test that we pass before going to the next class in our school. As whenever we decide that we are going to work towards a goal, as if for my example, when I wanted a job, when I was seeking a job, taking my CV, going to every store and giving my CV there, I was not getting any call from anyone. That was my test. When I was not getting any call, I was breaking down that I won't be able to get any job. I won't be able to get employed. But still, those contradicting thoughts were coming, and I still neglected them. I neglected those thoughts and still went to stores and gave my CV. And finally, I got one job. And during that period, there were a lot of things that were happening in my life. As my parents were telling me to focus for some exam, government exam. They are telling me to study, focus on studies. And that is all that I have come here to do. But by through only practical knowledge, we can move further in life, not just theoretical. So that is why I decided to go and do a job. And during that time, that experience, there were basically distractions. What I mean is, girls, they come into your life at the very edge of the point where you are going to move forward in life. Here, here's the point, here's the turning point. You have reached the turning point. There is just one step that you have to take to move forward in life. And there comes a girl, disturbs everything, disturbs your mind, disturbs your body, disturbs your sleep, disturbs your state, everything, which shatters you from within through your spine. And this is a very, very real problem which most of the people face. But in this point, it's you. In this point, it's you that defines what kind of level of mindset you have. This is the turning point. If you fell into that honey trap, you will stay there behind. You will never be able to cross that turning point. You will never be able to achieve that goal. And not only girls, but other things, as your family, as your friends, as your circumstances, as your financial condition. These things can be your distraction. As your health, these things can also be your distractions. But if you pass all these things, then there are heavy chances that you would get where you want to be. And due to these distractions only, you get to know yourself. To be really true, it is a point of life where you get distracted, and due to those distractions, you get to know about yourself, about your strength, about your mental strength, where you stand, and even if you can face it or not. Because if you can't face that first level of mental distraction, mental stress, mental instability, you won't be able to go further in life, because the people that we see have already been there. They have also been through path this path. They have faced that first level of stress. That is why further they are further experiencing more exaggerated version of it. and bigger stress problems, bigger mental stress problems. You get to learn about yourself due to these distractions. If there are no distractions, you won't be able to understand what you are, what are your capabilities, what where you stand, even if you are capable of being at that point where you want to be. And distractions are the best thing to identify those things. And that is why I think that distractions are good. People say that don't get distracted, be disciplined, but we are human, guys. We are human. You are human. You will be distracted, and that is for sure. But it's on you how you manage through those distractions, how you manage through your problems, your circumstances, the problems you face. It's a dualistic concept, because if you can't face the negative of negative circumstances, negative outcomes of something, you can't have the positive ones. If you are not working hard for your goals, you can't get the results for it. It's a dualistic concept. You have to understand that. And I don't know whatever I speak is going to be any worth for you, but it is what I have learned. Discipline. They glorify discipline as if you have to follow a certain type of routine, like a ritual, which is true to a certain extent. But it totally depends upon your mindset, how you think, how you behave, how you occupy things, how you grasp things. Because if you are not stable from your mind, you won't be stable through your body, your health, your circumstances. First of all, work on your mindset, where you stand, understand yourself. Because when you will be able to understand yourself, you will be able to take better decisions for yourself, tailored to your specific goals, your specific needs, and your specific circumstances. And that is all that I want to say in this video. That do not get baffled through the distractions that you get in life, because it is the distractions that will make you sharp, focused in life.